Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. And today I'm going to talk about the king of all the boozy fragrances out there, and it's going to be Creation E or Enigma by Roja. Now, this fragrance was launched in 2013, and the nose behind this fragrance is Roja himself. Now, this fragrance is an oriental type of fragrance, and it comes in three different concentrations. You got the Eau de Parfum, you got the Parfum version, and recently was launched in 2019. You got the Parfum Cologne, which is more airy, and it actually has a better projection, but I prefer this one because this one is kind of more dense, and the concentration is higher, and that cognac note is more prominent in this one. And again, we get back to the subject where if you're looking for a very boozy fragrance that has that cognac note as a very dominant note, don't look any further, because this is the best fragrance that you can put your nose on as far as the cognac note goes. It's very prominent. You can smell that right off the bat. It's very gorgeous, but it's beautifully and masterfully blended. It's just gorgeous fragrance. Now, let's do an initial spray on this fragrance and see what we get with this fragrance. It's just so refreshing when you spray this. It's really interesting because it has this cognac note, but at the same time, it's so refreshing. It's very boozy. It's very fresh spicy. It's warm spicy. It's woody. I get vanilla in here. It's kind of sweet. I get a little bit of tobacco in here, and I also get a big dose of cognac in here that I can smell this, and I love this about this fragrance. So these are the type of accords that I get with this fragrance Creation E on the initial spray. Now, with that being said, let's get to the notes of this fragrance. Now, what you get with this fragrance, the main notes that again come into your mind as you spray this or when you smell it, the first strong note that hits me, and it's the most dominant note, it's the cognac note. Then I get vanilla. The vanilla, it's very interesting. It's not too heady. It's actually very fresh type of a vanilla. That's why it makes it kind of fresh, spicy. And then I also get a little bit of tobacco in here. I get a big dose of benzoin in here, and I get some citrusy notes in here that makes this fragrance very zesty, and again makes it fresh, spicy, which is also warm, spicy at the same time. So these are the notes that you get in Creation E or Enigma. And now, with that being said, this fragrance starts off with this fizzy Coca-Cola vibe, and everyone knows this when it comes to Creation E. Let's get to the performance and the longevity of Creation E. Man, I just love this fragrance, seriously. It's so beautiful. It's so boozy. Like, I haven't smelled any fragrance this boozy out there. It's just gorgeous. Now, as far as the performance goes, it performs phenomenal. It's a very strong fragrance. It's very pungent. It hits you right in the face when you spray it initially. So I get easily about 8 to 10 hours from this fragrance, and then it becomes a skin scent. And that's the longevity of the fragrance goes. But as far as the performance goes, it's a performer. It's one of those fragrances when you walk into a room, it turns heads, it demands attention, and it's a very sophisticated, gentleman type of fragrance. It's one of those fragrances that you want to wear when you go into tobacco, or when you go into a gentleman's club where they smoke tobacco or they smoke cigars. It's that type of a fragrance, and it goes with that type of environment, which we get to as far as the versatility of this fragrance goes. As far as the performance and longevity of this fragrance goes, I would give it a 9 out of 10 for Creation E. Now, with that being said, let's get to the projection and sillage of this fragrance. Now, this fragrance, the projection is phenomenal. It does 4 to 5 feet on the initial spray, and it fills out the whole room. And as far as the sillage goes, it has this beautiful cognac again, a type of a fresh, spicy, warm, spicy type of a sillage about it. Has this high class type of a sillage about it, which again, like I said, it makes everybody's head turn and they want to find out what you're wearing. Or if you pass somebody by, they will definitely turn around and want to come up to you and ask you what you're wearing. So as far as the projection sillage goes, I would give it also a 9 out of 10 for Creation E. Now, let's get to the compliments of this fragrance. Now, this fragrance gets actually a lot of compliments, especially if you wear this fragrance in the right environment, with the right outfit. You would get a lot of compliments with this fragrance. It just has that very gentleman type of a vibe about it. It has that mature type of a vibe about it. So I would not recommend this for younger people. You have to definitely be over 35 to pull this off. It's very high class. And it has this, again, matureness about it. You definitely have the personality for it and have the right outfit for it to be able to pull this off. So if you do so, you will definitely get a lot of compliments from ladies and from gentlemen. They love this fragrance, they love the smell of it, and they want to find out what you're wearing. And so you will get tons of compliments with this fragrance. And as far as the compliments goes, I would give it a 9 out of 10 as well. Now, with that being said, let's get to versatility of Creation E. Now, Creation E, because it's such a unique fragrance and it's so specialized and it has this very unique booziness about it, it's more of a nighttime type of a fragrance and it's more for winter time. But then it has a freshness to it that I would think that you could definitely pull it off at nighttime during spring as well. Now, I think you could even pull it off in summertime as well because, again, it has a freshness to it where if you would be, let's say, on a trip or on vacation somewhere by the ocean or by the beach and they're all having drinks and smoking cigar at nighttime, you would be able to definitely wear it like in Hawaiian shirt and stuff and wear this fragrance and you could definitely pull this off. It has that vibe about it. So it's pretty versatile as far as the seasons goes. But as far as where to wear it, I would say it's more for a dressed up type of a situation or more for a unique situation where you're in a club where they're smoking tobacco or they're having drinks or something. It's more of a gentleman type of a club type of a fragrance. So it is a very unique fragrance and it needs a very unique event for it as well. And because of that, for versatility, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10 for Creation E. Now, let's get to uniqueness of Creation E or Enigma. Now, this fragrance, it's very unique. It's pretty unique. There are other fragrances out there that are doing that booziness type of a vibe. But as far as like being the master of booziness and having that dominant cognac note to it, which stands out the most in this fragrance, I would say this is a very unique fragrance as far as that goes. And it has this vibe about it, which, like I said, it's very mature and it makes it very, again, luxurious and very unique again at the same time. So because of that, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 as far as uniqueness goes for Creation E Enigma. That being said, we get to the end of my video, and that's all I have for Creation E or Enigma by Roja. Now, if you own this fragrance, I would love to know what's your take on this fragrance. And if you don't own this fragrance, I would definitely suggest you, if you're into boozy fragrances, I would definitely suggest you to get this fragrance. I would even say you can definitely blind buy this. It's not a daring fragrance. Now, a lot of people say it can be very mature. Some people say it smells like grandpa or something, but to me, again, it's a very mature and sophisticated type of fragrance. So to me, it would be an easy blind buy. But if you're not sure about this fragrance, I would definitely try a sample out first and then see if you like it or not. But I love this fragrance and I think it's a very beautiful fragrance as far as being a boozy fragrance. And with that being said, we get to the end of my video. That's all I have for Creation E. Thank you so much and hopefully see you guys soon with another video. Peace and ciao.
you.